Hello everybody and welcome back to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 25. Welcome back to episode, I keep saying that, I gotta fix it, to day number 4. So I went ahead and I did some experimenting, guys, and we kind of put ourselves in a quandary because now that we have decided to plow the field, we cannot buy a subsoiler, and it won't recognize it as plowed field. It'll skip and miss and skip and miss. So what we did is we went ahead and just right before this video, and I didn't take any time to do it, literally only took me a couple seconds. Go down here where it says vehicles. I finally figured out where it was, guys. Thank you to everybody in the comments that did that. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stay with you guys on screen. You're going to lose the game sounds, but you're not going to lose me. I just want to make sure I thank this person correctly. Who it is. I keep forgetting his name. He's he's probably been around for a while, but let me get here for a second. Notifications. Okay, I want to make sure that I thank Shane for giving me that that information. We're back now. We got the game sounds back. Thank you, Shane. I just wanted to go to YouTube real quick and check it out. Make sure. For giving me, let me know where the vehicles are and stuff. This is what I'm asking, guys. You guys are doing great. As you can tell, my voice is much better. So I always got to ask you. So how's everybody doing today? Are you doing great? Are you doing awesome? Are you doing fantastic? Because I am. I hope you guys doing all well. Here's the light switch out here. This is great. But yeah, so I was going to go ahead and start subsoiling. So I did some practice off camera a little bit, trying to figure it out. Now that we flipped it over and we plowed, we can't subsoil anymore. We can subsoil this, but we can't do over where we need to go. So what I did, everybody, is I just went ahead and I bought the really super tiny this thing right here, the Pottinger, 1.2 meters. We're going to head down to the shop. We're going to grab it. We're going to come back. We're going to start plowing again because we got to get this field plowed because we're on day number 4 now, really. So because we're leaving our actual farm, we're going to actually go ahead and shut these doors. I also want to make sure I check real quick while you guys are here. I checked the fuel. I checked the fluids already, so we don't have to stop and do that. Let's get going and keep moving. But I want to make sure that we can do this because we wanted to check, remember? And yes, look, the pressure washer is where I left it. So you can put it down as a placeable and move it where you want it. Isn't that awesome? That's fantastic. Great stream that Big A had earlier. Great stream that Van Ham Gaming had earlier. I was in lurk mode. I was doing a lot of things off camera, but I watched them, guys. So let's head down. We're going to go across the ferry again. We're going to grab our plow. We're going to head back, and then we're going to do some more plowing. Now, next, we won't have to plow again, so we will still have to buy a cultivator because for the next 3 months, we'll be able to just cultivate. We'll be a no-till farm. But then we want to make sure that we, I just ran my own stop sign on my own property. Isn't that pretty funny that someone will put a stop sign on my own property? The first mod I want to really get more than anything is the lights shut off. But as you can see, like I said earlier, you can see my voice is pretty much back. It's been a little bit of nutsy, cuckoo, crazy last couple of days with that weird allergies slash sickness and I know what it was. It was the weather change when I came back in town because I don't usually get sick too much. I'm out in the weather too much to get sick. But doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I just still get sick, but we're going to take our right here. Now, I've actually learned where the store was a few times because I drove it a little bit off camera because I was like, all right, I can't keep having these guys not knowing where the store is. It's crazy. We're going to go down. We're going to take a left at Willie's Restaurant. I noticed that when I was going. But yeah, the first real mod I want to get in here, I mean, I've got a couple mods now, is that the automatic light shut off. Because I use my turn signals all the time, but, you know, thank you to Shane and Russell and Bart and the guys that are commenting on the how much they like this realistic stuff. And you guys are actually, the views are going nuts and I'm loving it. All right, so, and I actually learned how to use this. Thank you, Big A. Shout out to him. And we're going to get this going. Now, I did not check to see if you could change the license plates. I never did. So, but yeah, look at the mirrors all work and everything. But they did such a wonderful job with the physics and stuff on this game that it literally will mess you all up. Like, if you legitimately tried to plow and then subsoil in real life, it wouldn't do any difference, because the difference between a plow, I'll show you guys when we get down to the store what the difference is between a plow and a subsoiler. So we'll go in here. Ooh, why am I getting some serious stutter on that? That's really weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm sitting in it. You're not supposed to sit in it. It says, there's a sign. It says, please shut off the engine and exit the vehicle. I think it says. No, stay in vehicle. Okay, let's go. I do know it won't move if you leave your vehicle on. I think. I don't know. But they've really done a good job with this. But let's hoss our little heinies down to the store and grab the stuff that we need. And then if we've got time, I think what we'll do is we'll run the one piece of equipment back today, and then tomorrow we'll come down and get the next piece of equipment. And every day we'll just kind of head down to the store a little bit. We're going to take a right here, right across here, shut our turn signal, so I have to keep remembering to shut it off. And then up here at the end of the ballpark. Now, I don't even know. I have to check one of these times to see if we can actually go around this building in there, because we might be able to. Okay, shut my turn signal off. I have to keep remembering that. Whoops. Almost drove by it. See that? It's a good thing I turned my thing on there. All right, so we're getting the littler plow, and I don't even know. This may be reversible. I'm not quite sure, but this is only 60 horsepower, so we'll be in better shape. Better shape than we did with the little one, or the big one. And it is perfect. All right, so get away from this so you can see. All right, so you guys know how, like I was explaining to you how this works, right? Same mentality as the big one. But this is what's called a plow, and it folds the ground over, so it flips the ground like from here to here. Okay, we know how that works, right? So if we go into subsoilers, I'll show you. Okay, see how this works here? This is a giant tine. Now, all these do here is go 12 to 18 inches into the ground right here, and these are usually adjustable. See how that's why there's the thing, you can adjust them. There's like a hole here. You can raise and lower this. Now, what this does is this aerates the ground. So this will drag in behind it, and it will dig in about 12, like I said, 12 to 18. I think it goes from 12 all the way to 18. That's what ours does anyways. Goes into the ground, but goes straight. And now all this does is makes lines. That's it. You can't, like in real life, you can't tell. It just kind of makes little lines on the surface. And then this thing back here is basically a mini cultivator. It just breaks up the lines. But that's the only difference is this aerates. This flips over the actual ground. So we are doing what's called ripping ground right now. So you see now this is the actual width of our tractor. So now we've got it realistically. And then the other thing I noticed when I was down here messing around, this says this is only 125 kilograms, right? And go here, and then we'll go down to vehicles. Where are we? We are here. I learned it. Learned it. Right there. I know I had it one place. I don't remember. I always fly by everything. Anyways, I thought it said, is it under construction? There, yeah, it's under construction. Okay, I got it now. All right, yeah, this, where is it? Whoops. Yeah, see how it says 120 kilograms. I can almost lift that myself. But there's no thing. There's no hand that comes up to pick it up. But anyways, we don't want to waste enough time doing that. Let's go back to the house. Back to the farm. But I also really like a lot the steering. Look, I'm using my controller and you can't even tell. There we go. Now, do we want to take the chance and see if we can drive through this? See if we can cut corners a little bit coming down to the shop? I think we will. Let's try it real quick. We'll find out real quick. Oh yeah, we can go right around here, I do believe. Get right out at the ferry, I hope. Hope we didn't just waste our time. Yep, we can. We can go right through here. Nice. All right, so we can get to the shop many ways. There is a field outside of our property. Now, I have made a decision that we are going to have to take out a loan to buy some other properties, because otherwise we're going to run out of stuff to do. Or we can just do contracts. But remember, we're going to get into the point of... shut that down. I got to do it from out here. There we go. You get to do it outside. There's going to come a time like we made in the last episode, I think it was, that we made, we can't, after we're done with September, we get into, well, we can go through October, and we can go through November. But once we get through November and we've got December and January and February, we can't do any field work as far as nothing. That's what we've made the rule on this one, because that's realistic. Because right now in real life, we're in almost Thanksgiving Day, which is pretty much the end. We're not doing anything field-wise. We're not doing nothing. It's supposed to snow quite a bit tomorrow. I'm recording this on Tuesday night for Wednesday. And that's what I really enjoy about the series, is that I can record it the night before. I have to stay up a little late. You guys know how that works, but that's okay. It gets you guys a video out every day, and I'm having a blast doing it. But what an amazing turnaround we've had. Everybody has just been so receptive of the realistic stuff, and I'm just so happy that you guys are really embracing it. There was a few in the beginning that didn't like it, because it is shell shock. I'm not going to lie. It is, when you guys are used to seeing Fury going crazy and doing all kinds of crazy challenges and things, and when I go back to the realism part of it, you guys are like, whoa, what's going on here? Why is this happening? When I'm going in the cab, you guys are like, whoa, what's going on here? When you guys start seeing me doing things the way it's supposed to be done, one more time, you guys are like, whoa. How to do that. Now, because we're early afternoon, we probably shouldn't see too many school buses. We talked about that last episode. And I found out, okay, let me get across the street real quick here so I can get away from the traffic real quick. I did find out that those little thingies that float down, they're dust particles. I had to reach out to Giants and figure it out, and also shout out to Van Ham Gaming for who told me. But it's just like, okay, what is it? Like a toxic ash cloud? It was almost funny. But anyways, this property here we want to purchase, okay? Because this is grass, is owned by Walter. We want to purchase this because what we want to do is, look, it already has tram lines in it, which is pretty cool. We want to put probably our animals down here so they have something to graze with. Or we can put it up there and see what we can do. We might do sheep. We might figure it out. But these are pretty cool. And then the other one we want to purchase is, now see, this is right outside our farm. You can see where we've plowed. Eventually we're going to work our way this way, but these are massive fields. But these 3 fields are grass. We can actually do, we can get some stuff done, or we can go here. I don't know how much we can expand over into this. I don't think so, because that's the end of the map right there. So, it's going to be fun. I'd like to be able to put our sheep or whatever right here. That's what I'd like to do. So, I like that. I can cut right down to the middle there. This is great. See that? I was able to get off that's a plow that I would use more or less. That's 3. Okay? So, now this one's got a double plow. You see how this one works? Now this one's got the mold board. Same deal. But it's got the double breakup. It's got the first big one, and then it's got a little one. So this one would almost make your fields ready to almost go. Ready to go. So let me see my mirror, if I can see behind me. Stay in this lane. Nothing coming. All right. I like how the mirrors are set up where you can use them. Look at that. You can actually see behind you. Now, question. We've got to experiment with something. That's our farm right there. Can we get... All right, we're going to do this. Let's go this way. We're going to take a detour real quick, because Fury's still learning the map just like you are. But that looks like a silo there, doesn't it? And I think that's our farm. So is there another entrance to our farm up this way? Whoa. Did he just try to pass me? Oh, that's dope. I don't even care. I don't know what this is. Is this like a pumpkin farm? That's what it looks like by my house. It's like a little baby pumpkin farm. Look at this. This is really neat. This, okay, so we have by my house, okay, it's about 15 miles from my house, we have what's called Jackson's Pumpkin Farm. And this is exactly what it looks like. In fact, I think it is. Wow. Yep, it's like a farmer market. Alright, so Fury's going to get himself lost, and then we're going to be going backwards. I don't know if there's any cars coming. I just kind of pulled out. Nope. That guy tried to pass me on the left side. Yep. Let's head down back to our farm here. We just passed that first one. That's our first entrance as I hiccup in your ear. That's cool. I like that. That's nice. Right next to our farm. We got a pumpkin farm. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to get them down here. And then our other entrance is right here. It's funny how we own this road. I would literally be driving up the middle. I really would be. Because I'd like to be able to put the cow pen like right there. So that we can mow those pieces, we can mow Walter's property down there and grab us some grass. Alright, now we're going to go down this way first. Let us. Perfect. We're in a good way. Good way right there. Whoops. What was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? You crazy. I'm gonna make sure I've got that property. Yes, I do. Go. Now we're right on the money. Look at that. Perfect. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I apologize for that. That one came out of nowhere. All right, let's get this situated here. As we're on day 4 plowing, which is about right. We've also run to the store a few times. We've done a few things, and not like we've been plowing straight. But so you guys know, too, I was going to point this out, but I forgot to tell you in the beginning that when you subsoil, you're going to treat it the same as plowing. Same speeds, between 1.5 and 3.5 miles an hour, and that's about all you're going to go. So that's why we decided to go right in the middle, which is about where we're going. See those little white specks? So, as Van Ham Gaming would call them, the toxic cloud. That's what we're going to call it. Eventually, they're going to have to fix it because it's weird. But let's go on here. Look at that. Right on the money. Right on the money. So, like I said, we don't have to go 100% all the time in cab, but I do like it. That's the way I'm going to go 99.99999% of the time. I just want to every once in a while check out to make sure that we're getting our right width. So for us, we have to go, I think this is, yeah, 1.2 meters. That's about right. For this little field, we don't need much bigger than that. But it's funny because it says 1.2 meters, right? But it's 3 feet because each one of these is, where am I here? Each one of these is 12 inches apart, so that would be 3 feet. But 1 point, yeah, it's about right. Holy, whoop, I almost said it. I almost said a bad word, guys. Holy cow, Furies, you know, our tractor's about 3 meters wide, I know that. I forgot when you do math. 1.2 meters is 3 feet. So, perfect. All right, enough of that. We've done enough teaching for this episode. Oh, boy, 20 minutes in already, and we're already plowing again, which is good. About noon. We got a late start this morning. We lost about 2 hours, but it is what it is. But I'm really happy you guys are joining me. I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying the series. We're starting to move along a little bit. There goes the buses, which means it's 1 o'clock. They're heading down to pick up the kids. See how they're going that way? Well, that must be the school down there. I'll bet you if I follow it, it goes to the school. Because when they come back up at about 3 o'clock, they'll be coming back this way. So let's get back over here and turn this. It's also a lot easier to turn around because it's not so big. Oh, look at that one. This one makes a nice deep rut. Look at that. Double check. Right on the money, guys. Perfect. Now we know what we're doing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Eventually, I'd like to cut some of these trees down, but I don't know. Those are big, and I don't know how you would get rid of them. But that's all property there that we could expand this field with a little bit. Just a little bit, anyways. Do another peeky peek. That right on the money, guys. Perfect. Look at it. Now see what it's doing? See it's flipping the ground? You're flipping it right onto the other new ground, or the old ground. The new ground. Yeah, because it'd be new ground that way, old ground this way. Yep. And then we're going to have to cultivate it to be able to seed it anyways. So, and then for the next 3 months, we can just cultivate it after the next... Let's see, how often do we plow? We don't plow every year. We plow every other year. So we can go at least another harvest, and then we can go one harvest without plowing, and then we'll have to plow again. So that'd be pretty cool. So we'll buy our cultivator. So we got our seeder. Now we're going to have to buy, I'm kind of holding off. I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping for, everybody, is that sooner or later the mods are going to start dropping fast and furious here soon, and we need a small lime spreader. I don't want to use that big, massive lime spreader to put lime down if I'm only got this little baby field. I don't need that massive one right now. So, but as you can see at 15x speed, we're, like I said, we're day 4. The only reason we're day 4, technically it's day 3 if you look up in the right hand corner, but the only reason I say day 4 is because we had to go through August, which is technically a day. So it's day 4. So, but you can see it's doesn't take long to go through a day. We went down and got one piece of equipment and came back, and we didn't even fuel up or wash our tractor and things like that. I like this plow much better. That's just more my style. And then we'll reverse it. I like it. We do have plenty of spaces to build up here. I'm probably not going to be doing a lot of factories. That's not saying that I won't do them. Right down in that massive ditch. That's awesome. Because I will. I do want to experience them, like, especially if we build our home. But I do know there's going to be a logging map coming. I do know it. But if we do go on a logging one, it's going to be done legit. And I think for me, what I might do is, instead of trying to do it legit as far as like realistic logging, I'm going to do it where I have to cut it with a chainsaw and do it that way. And the trees that we change are the trees that we change ourselves. We're not going to get into thousands and thousands of trees. Them days are over, guys. You know, because I think that to build your house and build your stuff, it would be perfect for a map like Piney Acres, for example, where you could, you know, you build your own home. That would be absolutely great. Perfect. Now it's working the way I wanted it to work. The other one was just too big, and I couldn't get used to it. And the tractor was pulling it, but as you see how much smoother we are now, we're not bouncing all over the place. We're not doing all that stuff. So they're very, 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 they did very good about the physics. You know, yes, you can pull something. I'm 116 horsepower for this tractor. I could pull something 116 horsepower, but you're not pulling it at full speed. You know what I mean? You're just not going to do it. And in Farm Sim 22, there was always ways, you know, workarounds for that. You could work a plow backwards. You could put a subsoiler backwards just to be able to use it. And and not have to worry about horsepower. But it's nice that you can actually have to worry about horsepower in this one. And I'm sure that the same mods are going to come. The Black Sheep modding subsoiler is going to come and all that. But we're not using 6-meter equipment anymore. Them days are over, so we don't have to worry about any of that stuff. You know, we're going to do things legit. And I'm excited. I really am. So we should, another pass or two, start seeing the little kitty buses coming back through, which will be kind of neat. There we go. And then tomorrow. Now, I'm filming this, recording this on Tuesday for Wednesday. I'm going to record. There's the school buses. Told you. I called it. 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I told you. That's perfect. They did a good job on that. What was I talking about? I can't remember. I can't rewind the video until afterwards either. And we gotta buy a stone picker too. Apparently, that one button that I normally would push on my controller for cruise control is to hire a worker. So I did that twice now. Yeah, see? The only thing I do want to eventually figure out is get into, not on this series, because this one's going to be a little bit older equipment and things, but eventually play a series with a little more modern, so I can practice with the GPS. Well, I was like peeking over. You guys know I'm a sports fan, and I'm recording this, and I had the basketball game on, the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns on. I kept peeking at it, and it was like the beginning of the third quarter when we started recording this, and I'll tell you, in 27 minutes they made it through the rest of the third quarter and the fourth. I'm like, that's weird. They must not have had anything called or anything. They just must have went through it. It's crazy. But yeah, it's like I'm trying to like stir my brain up to think what I was talking about. I was on a sentence and I totally forgot it. And I know you guys are screaming at the screen going, he was talking about this. So I don't remember what it was. But yeah, the next step once we're done with this is we got to buy a rock picker. Now, the rock picker is going to cultivate for us. But we are still going to need a cultivator because, and I don't know, what I may do is just, I think I'm going to cultivate it and then rock pick it, then lime it, or then fertilize it, then lime it, then fertilize it again, and then seed it. So that'll give us, and if that's the case, now it's going to take us, with these smaller equipment. Now our fertilizer spreader is 12 meters. Even that little baby one is 12 meters. So it won't take us long to spread that. And that, with fertilizer, you can go, with the powder, you can go 10, 12 miles an hour. So we're going to whip that right off quick compared to this stuff. Cultivating, you could probably go, you can go really fast if you want. Like I've cultivated in 10th gear before, which is, relatively fast. It's like 15, 16 miles an hour, but you bounce all over, you hit your head off the ceiling and it just bounces you all over. Realistically, it's more like 6 to 8, but cultivating is also going to be very fast compared to this. If you think about it, we're only going 2 miles an hour. It's like triple the amount of speed that we're doing now. You know what I didn't do? Many of you didn't catch it. Look at that. Perfect. Turn around, and then we're doing well. Yeah, we got a lot of plans. So we got to get a rock picker. We got to get a cultivator. We've got to get a lime spreader. Hopefully by then one of them will drop in the mod hub. Then we've got to get a seeder. And then we've got to get a roller, because we still got to roll our fields when we're done. So there's still a lot of pieces of equipment to buy. And then eventually I'd like to buy, start with either cows, because I want to build up to where I'm using manure and slurry. I like that, especially when you're on a realistic farm. Like, especially only if I only had one field like this, you could probably get away with 10 or 12 cows would be enough to make manure for this. It really would. I mean, at home on my farm, there's over 200. So we get a lot of manure and slurry. We get a lot. So we're constantly spreading it. We're constantly doing that stuff. So, it is what it is. Just mesmerizing, isn't it? Hey, welcome to my world. It was exactly, I think we were on 41 minutes for the last episode, and that was because I was talking for, whatever. But realistically, it's only about 40 minutes for an episode, which is perfect. And I like it because I don't have to look. I don't have to think. I go until 6 o'clock at night, and then I don't have to play anymore. You know what I mean? Now, once we get into the winter months and we can't do field work, then what I've done is compromised, and we're going to go from 8 until 4 in the afternoon, and then we're going to go to the next day. So in the wintertime, it goes even faster. The days go even faster. So what our goal is on this map, and there's one simple one, we just want to continue to go with this for the duration of Farm Sim 25. This one map I want to stay on for the duration of it. Now, there are going to be other maps, but we're going to play the same way just on those maps. Maybe different equipment, maybe bigger equipment, all that stuff will be in play. But it's still going to be done realistically, and it's still going to be done at 28-day months, and it's still going to be done in cab, and it's going to be that sort of thing. So, but we can have as many series as we want, as long as the rule is this for me, personally. As long as at least one day a week, once we get other maps that I'm really excited about trying, we'll all want to do that. But at least one day a week, if two, maybe we'll stay with 2. 2 days a week that will... we have to stay on this series. We have to do at least 2 episodes a week for this series because we want to get through minimum of a year, which is 365 episodes. If you think about it, we're going, well, it's 364 because we only had 1 day for August. So if we go 364 days or 365, let's go a full year. That's going to, if we do 2 episodes a week, it's going to take us the whole iteration of Farm Sim just to get through this map. But I want to be on episode 300, 365 or whatever when we're done. And if we're at 500, if we're at 1,000, if we're at 2,000, by the time, going 3 years ahead, Farm Sim may never put out another game again. They may just keep updating this one. We don't know. We don't know what 3, 4, 5 years brings down the line for us. You know what I mean? So if this ends up being the last version of it, then we may be at 1,000 episodes by the time, and we may be at 2,000 because it may never change. But going to the new maps, we have to stay on those for 365 days. Once they're done, then we can move on from that map. This map is the one that's going to stay. This one's going to stay for the whole time, but we get on other maps. We can have as many maps as we want going at once. As long as at least 2 videos a week is this one right here, then we're golden. Then I've stayed the course, and I've done exactly what my farming sim resolution was going to be. And that's exciting. It's exciting. We might have time for one more pass, and then we'll be wrapped up. We only got a little bit left to plow, and then we will be into, I think we're going to cultivate first, and then we'll rock pick. Because I would not want to drive a rock pick. That's the other thing you guys are going to get a really kick out of. You think rock picking was excruciating on every map that you guys ever played? In real life, you guys understand how fast it goes. I don't think you do. It's about 1 mile an hour to pick up rocks. And if you guys don't believe me, Google it. It goes about 1 to 2 miles an hour because it's a machine that's picking them up. Now, we may do it with a front loader. It might be quicker for us. But we only got a little bit. As long as we can start right in here with the next day tomorrow, we might be finished up tomorrow with plowing, which is be exciting. I want to do that before I get going. And I think what I'll do today is put this tractor over by where the pressure washer goes. You know what I mean? And then that way we can get up in the morning and pressure wash it right away. We don't even have to move it. But I do like the fact of being able to move it. I like to be able to pull it out of the garage and move it. So we might not. I just don't like. I think what it is because that shed right there, I've labeled that as my bale shed. So I wouldn't store equipment in my bale shed. I just wouldn't be bales in it. Bales. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. So when it's plowing, not only is your furrow, but it leaves you underneath the ground. Look where we're at. See? Perfect. Isn't that nice? It's almost like Fury knows what he's doing. Perfect. It's almost like I've done it before 100,000 times. My cat just absolutely freaked me out. Walked by my computer and looked and just kind of stared at my tower, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like weirded me out there for a second. So we'll get this done with this pass. We'll come down, we'll make a pass, we'll put this stuff away. In fact, what we could do while we're waiting, as long as we get down here, as long as we don't got much time, we could wash it and everything tonight, but I usually do it in the morning, so that it messes me up when I don't do it in the morning. Today we didn't do it because I wanted to make sure we got down to the shop. Also, first thing in the morning tomorrow, on day 5, we're going to go down and get our front loader hooked up on this. We're going to get our fertilizer set up in that and brought back. That's what we're going to do, and then we'll come back to plowing. And this is what I was excited to show you guys, is that when you legitimately farm at realistic speeds and realistic times, 28-day months, you're going to run out of, like, it's crazy. We're probably going to be, I'm guessing, okay, if it took us 4 days already to do the plowing, and it's going to take me maybe a day to 2 days to plow this. Okay, so that puts us at day 6 or 7. Let's say 2 days. That puts us at the 5th in here. Okay, it will be the 6th when we come back. So that's 6 days gone. Then then we've got to rock pick, get all the rocks up, take care of that first. Then we've got to cultivate, which we, technically according to the game purposes, you wouldn't do that with. All right, let's take this back down here. But much better job. Lines are straight now. Perfect. So then it's, let's see, that's 6. And then you would go probably 1 to 2 days. Well, if we're rock picking at 1 and 2 miles an hour, it's going to take us at least. Now, the other thing I want to do is I'll leave this out here, and then I'll finish my story here. I'll leave this out here. And then I want to put this over here. And then all we have to do is wash it, fix it, fuel it, grab the plow again, start right away. Here we go. Leave that running for just a few seconds. She could shut the doors, but that shed's ours. We got so many sheds and stuff. It's absolutely crazy. I don't even know what's in this shed, but we've got this one too. I don't know what it is. I wish you could open it, because that'd be dope. But we should be putting our pickup truck here. There's so many different ways. Does this door open? Nope. All right. There we go. All right, so we made it to the end of episode 4. So like I said, it's going to take us at least 2 or 3 more days minimum to get plowed. And then it's going to take us probably 1 to 2 to 4, well, about the same time, depending on the width of the rock picker. It may take us another 4 to 5 days. That puts us halfway through the month already, and we haven't even cultivated one time. And then you cultivate, you fertilize, and then you lime, and then you fertilize again, and then you go from there, and then you can seed. So that's literally, you guys know how it works. It's probably another 15, 16 days, which puts us at pretty close to the end of the month. Real close. And I'll bet you it's even closer than that. So, all right, guys, on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Please, please, please do that. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding, ding bell so you get notified if Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all. And I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow with another episode. Oh, it won't be tomorrow. When this drops, it'll be on Wednesday. I will record Wednesday, but it will be for Friday because I'm taking Thanksgiving off. I'm not going to record at all. I'm going to be with my family. It's family day. You guys, from my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving. Please, please, please enjoy your time with your family. Eat lots of food. It's the one day, even if you're dieting, you don't have to worry about it. You can just eat whatever you want and enjoy it. That's what it's about. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy football if you watch it. If you don't, just enjoy life in general. Don't worry about videos. Fury's going to record one tomorrow night for Friday. And then we'll be back into Friday. And we'll drop one every single day after that. And then when we get to Christmas, same thing. Whenever there's a major holiday, we'll just skip it. We'll take the holiday off. So, all right, guys, on that note, I love you all. And I will catch you guys right back here Friday. So enjoy your Thanksgiving day, please. From Fury's family to yours, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye.